So the Vitito program is a leadership training program that combines classroom experience with visits to businesses in the local community, and it culminates in a trip abroad to Hungary, which we just completed this past week.
Or I would say experience over theory is how I would describe the program.
My expectations were something similar to an honors program that I'm already in here, where I was just going to take some classes with some different talented people, add something onto my resume that'll make me stand out from a normal college graduate, and in the end it ended up being a lot more.
Academically, my favorite experience is the project. Working with the VAT project is when you're working with 3 or 4 different groups of people who all have different cultural standards. It gets a little sticky, but to know that you really just gotta take the reins and delegate and try to bring everyone together is effective.
My favorite moment was actually my last day. We actually climbed up to the statue, which was like the tallest point in the city, and it was just like a piece almost of like everything coming together. At the very end, you could see the whole, everything kind of, you could see pretty much like the entire earth just all at once. It was just peaceful, and it just brought it all together.
Before this program, my experience in the classroom was pretty flat and static. I just kind of sat in the back of the room and didn't participate in a lot of the group projects and a lot of lectures. I was more of an observer rather than a leader, and I've learned to grow in my role as a leader, not be as much as a follower, stick out from the crowd.
The program changed me just because it gave me the tools that I needed to learn how to be a better leader and what leadership qualities I actually have. Because before that, I would never have guessed that I was a leader in the sense that I used to think.
This program has definitely opened my eyes about how much bigger the world is than I really ever thought about before. I was always just kind of content to graduate, get a job in Michigan, stay close to my family, and this has made me want more than that. It's made me want to go out and actually experience different places.
I feel much more inspired to actually go after my dreams. It brought it more down to earth, and that even in a small area like Saginaw or Midland, you can really do a lot to change where you are. You don't have to be a huge company, a huge person, a huge name. Just passionate.
I had this solidified idea of my potential, and now I truly realize that compared to my peers and compared to people outside of the program, that we are business leaders and that we are going to be able to have the opportunity to be business leaders earlier in life than most people.
I had more potential than what I had given myself. I kind of just thought that I was going to do an online graduate program for my human resource degree, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but this program has made me realize that I do have a big future and I do have a lot of potential, and now I'm going off to Michigan State and doing that because of the faculty and the students who have pushed me to be who I need to be.
It's definitely going to help me keep an open mind when dealing with other people, because now I'm used to seeing different cultures, different languages.
Better. I'm a lot more confident as a leader, and I don't feel scared to take charge.
Now I definitely feel confident in my post-grad life. We've met so many knowledgeable and helpful and beneficial people that I couldn't think of anything else I could do in my college career that would help me more than this scholarship.
I feel like the program has not only taught me to continue to want to lifelong learn, because we always talk about that growing up, that you do want to be a lifelong learner and you want to always have that open mind and to want to learn more about your major. But it's really opened my eyes to trying to read books and watching TED Talks and to just attending conferences and learning more about marketing and international studies and how people are who they are and why they do what they do.
I had the pleasure of meeting the Vititos this summer, and they seemed genuinely interested and cared about what we were doing and how the program was going and how beneficial it was to us. And that seemed really important to me, that the people who gave us the funds to actually do this still cared and still wanted to keep up with what was going on. So